It's me again. And watch out for that bird lady, because I hear she's rather nefarious. I mean, she's kind of like the person who puts combs on those plastic little jumpy frogs in the trick-or-treat bags of children at Halloween. When will she stop? Today is April 15th, 2022. And let's talk about CEI, because it's an Easter miracle. Viking has filed the Q3 amended form for 2021, and that's one of the many forms that they have due. Viking still has to file the 10K, and at this point, probably the 2022 Q1. Let's add that to CEI's list. So Viking has to file 10K, the Q4 thing, 10K. Viking also has to file the 2022 Q1. Viking has two things left to file. Let's go to what CEI has left to file. We haven't seen anything yet for CEI, but the fact that we're starting to see stuff for Viking means we're headed in the right direction. Let's talk about CEI. Look at this laundry list of things we have to file. We have to file the 2020 10K that's amended, because there was, again, that discrepancy with the preferred shares dating way back when. They've been taking care of those. They then have to file the 10Q for Q1 of 2021. 10Q for second quarter 2021. 10Q for third quarter 2021. The 10K for 2021. In addition to the 10K for 2020, all the 2021 filings, they got to file Qs and Ks, and then they have to file the 10Q for the first quarter 2022. So Viking has 2, CEI has 6 to file. We're getting it done. The current 10Q for Viking, which is Q3, doesn't really show the actual income for Simson-Maxwell. That was more in late August when Viking Energy acquired the majority share interest in Simson-Maxwell. As a result, I think going forward with Q4 in terms of oil prices for Viking, Simson-Maxwell Energy, getting those generators, as well as maybe money from the diesel recycling facility out in Nevada. Viking's all over the place. As well as the continued oil and gas rising for Q4 of 2021 and the first quarter of 2022. Oil and gas has been on the rise, and it's stayed up. As a result, I think we will see the income for Viking drastically go up. They have different streams of revenue. Oil and gas has gone up. As a result, you're going to see the income for CEI increase. CEI's not out of the woods yet. They still have to file all this stuff, and by May is when their actual extension is. Although Jim Doris did say expect filings the 15th through the 20th, so hopefully that'll get done. He's always a busy man. There's always work to be done with Jim Doris, as shown here. So I look forward to CEI next week. It's cool that I guess they filed them on Good Friday when the exchanges were closed. However, the SEC still was open, so you could file stuff. Hooray. It was like a big, long week, like after hours thing, that little time period between like trading stops and the SEC still open. But today was just like the extended version of it. It was kind of nice. What does this mean? Historically, every time that CEI has filed something in the past, it's either popped up, gotten about to 180, sometimes 140 to 180. It's stayed up there and it's slowly tapered off, or it's popped up for about a day or two and then it quickly tapered off. If that could very well be the case going forward till next week. Again, this is speculation. If filings keep coming out that would keep CEI current, then it might be possible, again, speculation, it might be possible that CEI will continue to increase in price. Next week will determine if more filings are released or not. They have quite a few. CEI has 6, Viking has 2. That's a total of 8 filings. The stock is known for being volatile. So if you have a good tolerance for volatility, maybe this is for you. If you don't have quite the tolerance for volatility, perhaps CEI is not for you. If you don't have a good volatility, I was going to say if you don't have a good volatility for tolerance. It's Friday. So again, I have been a big proponent of CEI now for quite some time. I've done a lot of due diligence on them. I know not a lot of people are a big fan of Jim Doris. I like Jim Doris. I think he gets things done. He's also a whiteboard guy, and I'm a whiteboard woman. So, you know, we share an interest with the whiteboards. Now, don't poo-poo on me because, me and George Palikaris, CEO of Metamaterials, also shared a beloved interest in ham radio. I'm not sure if George is still active in ham radio. My call sign is still active. I'm still active in the hobby. He's never responded to me if his call sign, what it is, although that kind of doxes you out. The whole point of ham radio is you dox each other. Believe it or not, that's why I always give call signs so they can look you up. But I don't know if he has a call sign. And though it would be weird if you liked ham radio but didn't have a call sign. And then if he's still active in ham radio and still uses his call sign. Lots of people I went to college with, my ham radio friends, only a couple still have their license. Most of them don't have their license anymore, but I'm one of the few who still have their license. It's fun meeting up with old college friends who like ham radio, seeing where they are now. I expect to do stuff with ham radio this end of June. Usually I do big stuff with ham radio at least once a year, so it's end of June. I got my new antenna, if you watch my Twitter. Oh boy! A new antenna, haha! But CEI has quite a bit of filings. 6 filings. Viking has 2 filings. That's a total of 8 filings. After the filings are completed, we can then look at the CEI Viking merger, and then that's going to make it one big Santa Claus conglomerate company. I'm from Cleveland. Santa Claus is like the owner of a Fortune 500 company in Cleveland. That's the mythology behind Santa Claus. As I grew up with, you didn't always see Santa Claus. You saw his associated characters in Cleveland, like Mr. Jingling, Frosty. There's a snowman. His name was Frosty, and you would tell Frosty what you wanted for Christmas. You never told Santa. Same with Mr. Jingling. You just tell him. Never Santa himself. That was like a rarity. You know, you dealt with the other people. You know, hopefully we'll start to see some filings. This is about the order of operations for the filings. You can't file like a Q3 for 2021 until you got this 2020 10K sorted out. So that's like the big holdup right there. Okay, guys, that's it for today. I think my next video will be my facts video. People have requested that I stop speculating, but that stocks are pretty much all speculation, especially oil and gas. But stocks more or less are all speculation. Stop speculating and start reporting facts. Okay, people want to see facts. I certainly will give them a video on facts. And boy, am I going to have fun with this. The facts video. There's so many facts out there. I'm trying to figure out which ones to brandish. Which ones, right? There's so many to choose from. CEI closed this week 91 cents after hours. It closed at 86 cents, but it ended basically, or 87 cents. It ended the market, after hours 91 cents. It had a high of 91 cents. Yay. But kudos to those who got into CEI at 74 cents or re-entered CEI at 74 cents, because now it's, you're going to be on the up and up. Hopefully. Hopefully you'll be on the up and up. Again, the stock market, and there's risks. I always set risks personally at 100%. So a risk for me is 100%, and I accept all risks. CEI can go to 0. They could not file. They could go to 0. That's a risk we all take. I'm a risk taker. I'm a heartbreaker and a risk taker. Okay, guys, that's it for today. I will see you soon. Goodbye.